Bonjour, mesdames et messieurs, and bienvenue. Wait a second, this is the English channel, not the French channel. Welcome here to a Group AE batch of the Link to the Past Randomizer tournament. We are in the winners finals. And over here on the left, we have Mr. Rywek. And over on the right, we have Linlinlin. Hey, all friends, I'm Adirondack Rick, being joined by Ninban for this match. And what kind of things are we looking forward to in this match, Ninban?
Well, hello, Rick. I think we're looking for very good execution from both runners. Nice decision routing too. I want to see some nice divergence, and to see them both pay off and come back with a convergence in GT or something like that. I have a huge goal.
Should be real fun here, and real exciting to see how this ends up going. Rywek ended up defeating Mechanex in the first round of this, ended up needing all three games to dispatch of Mechanex, who this was a really, really stacked group here for the last four runners that got announced during that reveal stream.
Yeah, very stacked.
All right, so let's talk about this run as a whole here. Of course, this being the winners finals, the winner of this pairing will get an automatic pass into the brackets, and they will be one of our top 32 seeds for when things go in about a week and a couple of days from now. But the loser, well, they're not going to be done here. Well, they're going to be making their way on down, and I believe it's Meganex who they're going to be facing down there in the lower bracket finals.
Yep, that sounds right.
Connection is established. This run has begun. Red mail is for college. We're not going to see this in hard standard.
A good thing then.
Hey, we get a glove early on here as Linlinlin it leaves over here and tries to go for a 50-50 bomb chance because of that glove.
That's a good thinking right there. Even if they don't get bombs in escape, they will. Oh, Rywek gets it. Nice.
Oh, there we go. We got ourselves a map check that I did not see because I was looking over on Rywek's screen to see how he was going to do, as we will get these guys into sync in just a moment. And let's go ahead and see what we have. The uncle is. We're going to stall here for Rywek to catch up, and then we're going to see what the uncle has. What do you want to see Uncle have, then, man?
I want to see some more bombs, maybe, just to troll them a bit after giving them the farm item for bombs.
No, it's the bow instead.
Interesting.
And Bo makes for an interesting decision after you leave here. Do you make the play over to Eastern, which we do know is going to be a crystal? It turns out to be Desert Palace is our green pendant. Tower of Heroes, another crystal as well.
Yeah, I think both are good choices. Heading right into Eastern or avoiding Eastern for a bit, because Kakariko has such high density that it doesn't really matter. But Eastern can give you some good goodies for Kakariko, like a flute or a bottle, or even give you the access to Dark World, Kakariko. So
maybe you can get yourself to a point where you can just go from Kakariko Village right into the Dark World, perhaps. We'll see.
Yeah. The only danger in doing Eastern first is that you don't have the lamp, you probably don't also have the fire rod, and you have, well, in this case, 4 hearts. So it's a little bit dangerous, and there's a real risk of dying attempting to do the Dark Room.
5 rupees out of that map chest here inside of the Hyrule Escape. So Linlinlin's still going to be trying to search off for some bombs. Probably will wait until we get to a few more places where we can actually try to get some chances for the bomb drops. I guess that's where I want to actually go with that. Rywek being lucky on that 50-50 doesn't have to really worry about this escape quite as much.
Yeah, and Linlinlin, at least they have a glove, so even if they don't get bombs at all in escape, coming back to the back of escape is easy through the graveyard. And they don't even have to worry about bombs for Kakariko, because there is another 50-50 rock, the hop, just before Kakariko Village that you can just farm, even if you're not lucky.
So Rywek now making his way downstairs, about ready to do dispatch of the ball and chain guard. But first, well, we have a guard in the way. The swing and a miss there from Linlinlin on that guard, and Rywek is down with the ball and chain guard, and Linlinlin is down with the ball and chain guard. And gets the small key for the effort. Early on here, escape, not really where you can win or lose the race, but very close here between both of these runners. Again, that bomb advantage here for Rywek versus Linlinlin, but we'll see how we get with the other prize pack. It does appear to me like Linlinlin does already know that the guards probably won't be dropping any bombs for him, so he's now moving on to other ventures.
Yeah, I didn't pay attention to the price pack, but yeah, it's common. It's also common when even when you know guards drop bombs in the price pack, you just wait until you can defeat like 5 or 6 ropas in a row.
Yeah.
Rooms ahead.
So you're waiting,
especially with the bow. It's a really easy way to kill them.
Yeah, so in that case, you're waiting for that transitional staircase room there where you have all those ropes hanging out. We did see a heart drop from one of the guards, so I don't know if that was Rywek's first or second. Yeah.
Even if it's the first, we need another drop to know which prize pack it is, because there are 2 prize packs that starts with a heart.
All right, downstairs with the ropes. We'll see how Linlinlin plays this out with the bow. Rywek just walking past the ropes, and yeah, we've got heart drops aplenty there for the ropes. It looks like they're in the health group.
So the next chance for Lin to farm bombs and escape will be the rats in this room that he's just entering, and he doesn't even go for it.
Yep, there we go, and over here towards the final rooms here. So Linlinlin, we have yet to see a drop off any of these rats.
Maybe he'll get lucky and
that was beautiful luck there.
Rat.
Yeah, there's a beautiful luck right there for Rywek. Was able to get the key rat right in the place where he fired that arrow, whereas Linlinlin had it go up towards the upper corner. And final chance saloon here for Linlinlin. Let's see what Rywek gets in here, because this is going to be interesting now.
I saw a rat drop a heart for Rywek, but Lin didn't get a single drop.
Oh, we get ourselves the mirror, so that doesn't really do a whole lot immediately. So if I see a fairy drop right there. Oh, they're in the group pack here.
Yeah, they're in the big pack. The pack where everything is.
So if Linlinlin was able to hold it out, he would have been able to get those bombs. Oh, geez. Now that's a little salt in the wound right there. Now Linlinlin.
Well, just go back in. Just go back.
Do you go back in?
Yeah, absolutely.
Yeah, he is.
You save and quit. You return at the sink anyway, or you just go from Link's house to somewhere else like Eastern. It's the best opportunity to just go Eastern now.
And the only thing here is you're really losing 15 seconds here with that bomb placement. Again, that glove was beneficial in Link's house. It's not like he really lost a whole bunch of time thanks to the 50-50 bomb.
Yeah. So Rywek is going at least straight to Lost Woods, and Lin, I imagine, will be going to Eastern now that he has reached a save and quit spot anyway. So you just do that now.
And then going straight towards Eastern right now with that save and quit. Got the 50-50 on the bomb that time around. Probably thinking to himself, why couldn't I get that 50-50 that first chance?
Yeah, good planning. He is going straight to Eastern and avoiding Sashala's hut for now. Because going this way, especially with the rock that you can lift, if he finishes Eastern and then after that goes to Sashala, it will be a time save over doing Sashala first and then going to Eastern.
Yeah, it's going to be a save and quit point when he gets to Sahasrara, so we'll see how that works out here for Linlinlin. Inside of our first dungeon, it is indeed a crystal, as Rywek is going to give us everything we have inside of Kakariko Village.
There are still a couple of cases where Sahasrara could have been faster, but it's dependent on the items he could have found there, like boots would have just made Eastern faster because of all those long hallways. Or even just lamp would have made the dark room a lot faster too.
We find the cane of Burna on the side of that first chest. And getting some rupees, putting him within 2 of being able to purchase the bottle vendor. We'll get that via the well. 20 rupees and the cane of Burna instead of this Eastern so far, with the compass chest to come.
That's good, and if Lin has any shenanigans happening in the dark room, he can always bust out that Burna cane for a little bit of invincibility.
Doesn't have a whole lot of magic for it, but he does at least have enough that if something does go awry. But we'll see what we get here inside this Eastern, see if the third item comes up in the compass chest. There's the boots for Rywek.
Nice. That's very nice for him, and he will gain time on Lin when he's going to do Eastern.
Alright, well, running on over here to the bottle vendor, and there's a sword. That would be also good for the
Very
dark
nice.
room.
Yes.
And item number 3 is bombs, so Linlinlin can go straight to the back here. Doesn't have to worry about the big key chest. We'll go grab a few more arrows in case this room goes awry. So this room here, you pretty much want to find out where that Igor is. He's got it right there with that arrow.
Yeah, and then after that you want to bait him and then fire in the eye, like this.
Yep. The big trick of this room here is to try to figure out what's going on with the other Igor, make sure that he doesn't wreck you, but Linlinlin takes care of that. Well done. No hearts lost. Didn't have to be bothered by that Igor. Got up into the door and has now moved on here past that, and we'll be able to finish off this dungeon. You know, that nice thing about that cane of Burnus is that's going to help out as we find out the Moon Pearl is in the library. The good thing about that cane of Burna is going to be coming up in this next room. He'll be able to use that against the, I guess they're popos, I guess they're called?
Yep.
Nice magic refill.
Yeah, needs a few more rolls. Good thinking there.
Alrighty, here we go. There's the 5 arrows over toward the right. Now going to the other side to finish off this fight against the Artmost Knights. Takes care of that, gets the map. First crystal. The game goes to Linlinlin as Rywek's dashing his way to the South Shore. So I guess what a lot of discussion's been going on inside of the chat right now is about Linlinlin Sprite. Turns out to be a self-made sprite by Linlinlin called Emma Sky.
Yeah, Emma Sky is a character from Phoenix Wright franchise. A very good one. Totally approve the choice of sprite.
Alright, back 3 of Sahasrara. Well, that fire rod would have been nice. But, you know, Linlinlin did that dungeon perfectly.
Yeah, he did the Dark Home pretty well, so the Fire Horde would not have given him that much of an advantage.
Cane of Samaria.
Never
There's
again.
our first bottle and Master Sword as well from the mini Moldorm Cave.
Mm-hmm.
Sorry, go ahead.
I was just gonna say, like, it's never a guarantee that this Dark Home is gonna go well because it's dark.
Oh yeah.
Well, yeah. So Lin going on with the South Shore, very reasonable choice. Unfortunately, still doesn't have boots. So that's time that he's bleeding to Rywek right now.
There's one nice thing that's going to come out of this is that the fact that when he does get to Kakariko Village is going to be able to check Sick Kid because of that bottle.
Yeah, but it has a low probability of having something. Like, it's not something I would be a huge hype about.
Oh, hammer!
Oh, that's nice.
That's our Dark World access right there. As Rywek, I believe, is well, he's thinking about it.
I think he's going to do Waterfall Fairy.
Yeah, he was questioning whether or not he should continue on with that, but has opted against doing that at this point. So here we go to Waterfall Fairy, see if we get anything good by way of this sequence break. But you need to have the flippers for Rywek or Linlinlin having a little bit of difficulty with that last remaining mini Moldorm. Rywek has pulled out the mirror, or rather pulled out the heart container and 100 rupees. So Linlinlin, is Linlinlin one who likes to gamble?
Yeah, I mean, without boots, Ice Hot Cave is a bit annoying to do, but it seems like he's going for it.
Oh, nice lamp location.
Okay, so yeah, he would be happy to find the hammer there. I don't think he will do Waterfall Cave, especially since he doesn't have neither boots or Moonpearl. Which, by the way, Moonpearl was found by Rywek on the library.
The other thing that's going to happen here with Linlinlin is now he's going to be able to lump together Kakariko checks plus a trip into the Dark World. So, you know, this route could actually pay out for Linlinlin in a way. I mean, yeah, it's slower based on the fact that he's having to walk over here to the Ice Rod Cave, but that depends on how he's able to pair this together with the Dark World. There could be still some luck that comes into play.
Yeah, he can do both at the same time, which will be very good. And Rywek is coming upon the Hive Cave with 5 items. This is a very important item spot. And
ooh, our 2 medallion dungeons are 5-6.
Yeah. And pendants at Swamp and Ice. So it will be interesting. They probably will have to zip at least one of them.
Alright, so we found our flippers.
Okay.
So that's how we're supposed to get to the lamp. There's bombos.
You know, flippers and bombos is scary because we're just minutes away from ice. Already. And actually, yeah, we have the fire rod too, so...
Yeah, somebody in chat commenting about the flippers being in GT wasn't going to happen in this case because of the fact that the lamp was on Lake Kylie Island, which is what Rywek is about to pick up right now.
Yeah, I guess it's better to pick it up early than later, after a bunch of dark rooms.
Well, you're in this general area right at this point, and again, it does definitely help out with the dark rooms. But Rywek has a certain pair of dungeons he's going to be able to pair together, so this will actually work out for Rywek in the routing aspect. He can do both Battles of Darkness and Eastern together.
Yeah, very nice choice. Also getting the lamp before doing both these dungeons, because they're basically the biggest time losses when you don't have the lamp to light your rooms. And unfortunately, Lin decided to go in CAC backward from the south instead of from the north, which is a more standard route. It's a good choice because he plans on doing Village of Outcast after CAC. But in this case, it's a bit annoying because he saw that Moonpearl on the library and is gonna get the boots in the well.
Yeah, he's gonna get the double back.
So that's annoying, but nothing can do. Still the right choice.
Honestly, it comes down to luck, and you know that's been the key of this tournament here is who can get lucky and who doesn't get lucky. And there's some runners who are completely filled with luck, and some who don't. Nice replenishment of bombs when you're down to 0 there for Linlinlin. So that's luck right there. And there, Linlinlin's going to be going. Because you know Rywek went to the village first. You think about that as a runner. You think that your opponent has gone to CAC village first.
Not necessarily. The both plays were very valid. So
right, but
it's a big maybe. It's a big maybe. If I was in Lin's boots, it's a big maybe.
Well, if you're in his boots right now, you're dashing.
Yeah.
But what I mean is that usually when you're in the middle of these races, you're thinking the worst case scenario, which is your opponent went to CAC Village first. They got that sword. They got those boots. And that is the case here with Linlinlin. Rywek did do that. But like I said, this race is definitely not anywhere where we can call it favorable for Rywek or favorable for Linlinlin at this point. Shovel here in the big key chest.
The interesting thing is that I wonder if Lin will back up from Blind's Hut, or if he will 7-quit for Hive Cave, because that would introduce a bit of divergence right here. He will enter Village of Outcast instead of going Hive Cave, and will probably do Thieves Town instead of.
I think for Linlinlin, you're gonna go and do the Lost Woods checks, or well, no, we're gonna just go right straight to the Dark World at this point.
He can check the Lost Word checks while doing Skullwoods, anyway.
Oh, that's right.
To do them before.
That's right. And I think Rywek has forgotten that he has a red cane, as he decides to push the statue. But minor note here, as we make our way through, he decided that because he got the big key, he's going to go right straight over here to the Homosar King right away. And here's that aforementioned check here for the ledge. Also see what he has for the tree pole, and finds out this is just a piece of heart there, and he's not going to be really flattered with what he can get inside of here, but then go right straight into Skull Woods.
So here's how you do the Lost Word check when you already have village access. Sorry. Now Ymir was right back and into Skullwoods. Or, yeah, okay. Into Skullwoods by the other entrance. To each their own.
And then they're now going to be seeing what we have in the big key chest. Uses that cane of some Maria as Rywek faces off against the Helmsar King, gets the small key. And then we'll head over here towards the left side where we will be dealing with a Mothula. 6-heart fight or a Master Sword fight coming up here, unless we find something better, but I don't think we will. Rywek's going to have to be careful down to 2 hearts. Anything would kill him at that stage, uses the potion.
Oh yeah, good choice, especially with the damage he took right after.
Yeah, he got bodied pretty badly there, and the fireballs didn't do any favors at this stage. So we do see some comments in here about the routing decision here to go to Helmsar first, and I think that right there is a part of the reason why it's become a good idea to do the Helmsar fight first. If he drops an item, that's one less that you're looking for in the back.
Yes, and also you don't have to double back the dungeon. Like you got the big key on the right side. You just go straight there. So it's just playing faster. And now Lin is coming upon Mott in a couple of rooms. He has the hammer though, so it won't be so bad.
He's got the hammer in case he really needs it. He's got a blue bottle in his arsenal. Doesn't really want to take too much damage before he gets there though. Would like to get out of the bunny beam state. What is that sprite supposed to be, the bunny beam?
It's a liminal spray can. it's a tool MSK uses in the games to identify blood spots. And it's a liminal spray can.
That is creative.
Yeah. It's a signature tool. She just plays it everywhere. Starting off with a spin, doing spins on Mothula.
Shield and Harmless Hellway, that was item, I think that's item number 3, but I don't know what's downstairs yet. Linlinlin being careful, gonna switch over to Fire Ride at least to drain the magic first. Almost got hit, down to a heart. Oh, there we go, Mothula's down. Good job.
Good.
Item number 4 was that piece of heart. Rywek going to be going to the big chest. That's our final item here. And 20 rupees. Nothing is out of this Palace of Darkness except for a questionable shovel.
Yep, and now he's going right into Easter now. Since he has the bow, he can also complete it. So that would be his second crystal. Lin just got his second crystal with Skullwoods.
Yeah, he's
and he knows he has everything necessary to do bad, so he is likely to do it in the near future. Yeah. After he's done with all this village of outcast stuff and probably Thieves Town.
Next stop is going to be Thievestown for Linlinlin, then looping around over towards the Hype Cave area. And the Skull Woods wanting to make you dig deep to find out what we have. Ten arrows.
That leaves only one chest.
Which is either going to be item number 2 or it's going to be the big key, and well,
The
big key. So we now have to go to the big key or the big chest now. Ah, yes, 10 arrows and 10 bombs. What a fantastic Skull Woods, but it is another dungeon that we need to be on our quest to get the 7 crystals to get ourselves in the Ganon's Tower and defeat Ganon.
Yep.
Our container on Bumper Ledge, didn't see a whole lot of it, but saw enough of it.
Nice spin speed by Rywek on the eastern beaches there.
Yeah. Little mechanics like that add up.
They do. They do.
₹20 inside of the Bonk Rocks, as Linlinlin's going to be getting us our first look at the boot checks up here, along with the Graveyard Ledge.
Yep, just going to full clear everything, and if he thinks Rywek got the boots first and got overall a better hoarding with this item configuration, maybe he wants to full clear all those checks that Rywek might skip.
No, to be honest, I think what it comes down to here is he knows if Rywek went to the village first, he's got the boots, but he hasn't checked Bonk Rocks or King's Tomb yet. So therefore, maybe if I can find something good here, maybe I can reclaim that advantage that Rywek may have gotten from those early boots.
Yeah. Basically, if you think Rywek got the boots first, you already know everything about his route. You know he's doing Pod and Eastern right now.
And so far, we've found ourselves 2 hearts out of this northern route, but I believe next... Actually, yeah, it looks like we're going to be setting ourselves up for a trip on over to Thievestown. And now Rywek will be checking these 2 spots, or at least the Bonk Rocks. I think Rywek's going to be making a play for the mountain. Just based on the way he's routing this.
Yeah, it looks like that. It looks like that. Or maybe he just go in Thievestown immediately. Just... Maybe you don't want to leave a crystal hanging out.
No,
yeah,
the mountain.
Inside the mountain. Only going to check Lumberjack as well.
Ice Rod and Sea House. Alright, is this going to be an Aga required seed? Not
Nope.
for that.
Just a 50 rupees. Oh, he's going into Lost Woods. Okay, yeah, so he's going to the village, it seems. Not the mountain.
Okay, so this was a make sure that Aga wasn't going to be required. Now it's time for me to go ahead and do some of the stuff that I need to do over in the Dark World over here at the left side. As we see Linlinlin instead of Thievestown, it's our 4th crystal dungeon that we've, or 3rd crystal dungeon that we've had. No, 4th. That's right, 4th crystal dungeon that we've had the chance to look at now. Ninman, I can't count.
It's alright. You got it right at the end. That's the important part.
Help me count to 4.
Well, we got Eastern, Pod, Skullwoods, and Thievestown. That's 4.
1, 2, 2, 3.
You're just counting Eastern twice.
Yeah, sure. How many items did we see on the first 4?
I did not pay attention. I don't even watch the race.
There's a race going on?
No. They're just dashing around at the speed of sound. But yeah, I don't know what's happening.
Isn't that a song?
Maybe.
I guess there's a game going on here. The other game is What Did Sick Cat Have, which we never got to see by Linlinlin due to frame drops or a stutter at that stage. We see a map here in the attic. Game number 1 of this best of 3 series, where they are playing in brackets. What was Linlinlin's record in the first round? I guess I gotta pull that information up. I guess I gotta actually do some work here.
Yeah, it was pretty high, if I remember correctly. I also don't have it. But Rywek is in the modular fight, also doing the spin strats. Let's see how he fares. Took a bit of damage, but doing good. Has to resort to a couple of slashes. And yeah, now he's having trouble.
Yeah, and he doesn't have the potion to help him out this time. This is not where you want to take a death. Oh, half a heart.
This is dangerous. And spinning your head is so dangerous.
That's unfortunate. And Linlinlin gets something really good that Rywek would love to have for that Mothula fight, the Tempered Sword downstairs, as we see Linlinlin facing off against the blind fight. And Rywek's going dashing back in for some more. Going to have to pick up a little bit of magic before he heads back over to the Mothula fight. Linlinlin having a little bit of difficulty with the blind fight, but does go away with 2 hearts remaining.
Right.
Let's break down these runners here. I did pull up the information. Linlinlin ended up defeating Ekir 2-0 to set up this match here with Rywek, who went 2-1 in his group match against Macon X. So Linlinlin, the number 1 seed, hoping to still score one of those top seeds here in the tournament, can do so if he goes 2-0 in this series against Rywek.
Yep, and his qualifier rank is 6th, which is very favorable for Linlinlin. While Rywek was 79th, if I'm correct. How do you say it? 79th, 79th? How to English? Rick?
Yeah, he was the 3rd quartile, so they're ending up being the 3rd seed inside of this group.
Yep, but even if Lin is the most likely to win just by the numbers, nothing is set in stone.
Yeah, I mean, this tournament has definitely seen that. We've seen some number 4s toppling down number 1s in this tournament so far. Some number 4 seeds, and even number 4 seeds who weren't projected to make the tournament based on the early 128 cutoff, making it to brackets. Congratulations to those.
Mm-hmm. You know, I feel we're missing a modular fight from Rywek, which is very disappointing. But he's out. Does that mean he beat Mothula? He has full health and full magic, so I'm going to guess he beat Mothula.
I will assume, based on Rywek being here, that he has done that, considering the fact that, as you mentioned, he does have the full life and full magic, and doesn't have a blue potion to give him that quick satisfaction.
So now that Lin is done with Thieves Town, he's going over to his Hive Cave, going to get those flippers, and what else were there?
Linlinlin doesn't know about that lamp that is over on the Lake Highly Island. Maybe just will flow into it without even thinking about it, and that will pretty much help there. Just Rywek's freezing up just once again. We'll see him get the last item inside of this dungeon, and then make his way over towards Thieves Town afterwards. As you mentioned, Linlinlin went into this group.
He has the mirror, so even if he didn't see the lamp earlier, he will blind get it.
Yeah, he's gonna get this. That's what I meant. Is he's gonna blind stumble into it. Rywek, I thought he was thinking about going up to the mountain, but he is gonna go to Thieves Town first. There's the lamp for Linlinlin. So, you mentioned Linlinlin. He was what, the sixth? You said he was what, the 6th quartile?
No,
or the sixth place in the first quartile.
Yeah, right. The 6th seed in the qualifier rank, 6th rank.
And that's going to put him in a pretty good spot if he does go 4-0, because that should be like a number 2 or number 3 seed, depending on what else happens here in the rest of groups. We know number 1 seed overall for brackets, that was clinched last night.
Yeah, they have identity. Number 1 seed going 4-0, so perfect score from him.
Yeah.
And we also have Yamachu, 4th qualifier rank, going 4-0. So he's already got the 2nd place. I don't know if there's still a chance for... No, there's no chance for 2nd and 3rd rank. So yeah, Linlinlin looking very comfortable if he wins 4-0 to get the 3rd seed in the brackets.
And since we're talking about it here, the way that this works out is that the brackets are seeded based on, first of all, whether or not you win this week to make it into brackets, or you win in the second chance next week. Those who win this week are placed 1 through 32, where 4 and 0s will be ranked higher than 4 and 1s, and then 4 and 2s will be ranked the lowest of them all. Tiebreakers broken by where you qualified. So Linlinlin being 6 will be ranked really high, regardless of which of the records he finishes with. Where are these gosh darn mitts? They're probably on the mountain at this point.
Yeah, probably on the mountain. Still a lot of checks they can do over there.
I can think of one evil place where those mitts can be.
Catfish.
Okay, you have one evil thought, I have my evil thought. And my evil thought is that they could be in swamp.
Oh, that's also evil. Especially with swamp pendant.
Pendant swamp without the hook shot.
That seems like a nice location for me. Oh, okay. Lena times the hover just once. Okay. It's a very difficult hover because you have to do it pixel perfectly. You have to land on the right pixel for the rail.
Yeah, we've already seen some good attempts at the hovers here from various runners inside of this tournament. As we see Linlinlin about to pick up that shovel. Right now, even with that depth from Rywek, it's hard to figure out who's got the advantage in this match, as these two are going to be pretty much squared away once we get done with this dungeon.
Yeah, I feel like Highway's death, like it removed a bit of his advantage, but not completely. And it's going to be really close. But the way to Helma's Arcane is... It's a long way. It's one of the longest check-ins in the game.
See if Linlinlin opts to do the same thing here, and yes, he is going to go straight to the Helmstar King and then do the remainder of this dungeon. But based on the layout of the items in this dungeon, where the big chest had an item in it, it does turn out to be a full clear, so it's not as big of an advantage to go to Helmstar King as it would be if it turned out to be the maze had almost absolutely nothing.
Well, in any case, I'm going to go back and pod because there's a lot of items left.
Well, the biggest thing is the fact that this is starting to really tighten up as far as the number of items remaining to us. So you are going to try to full clear as much as you possibly can, because you don't want to leave behind something in a dungeon and then have to return to it later, because that's a feel bad man moment.
Yeah. we all got our own feels bad hero basement moment. For
Try me
example,
and left side swamp.
all left sides one as well. But you know, things happen.
Oh yeah, for certain.
Right, Linlinlin on the Helmets Arcane fight, and Rywek almost to the blind fight. So
And
it looks like Rywek will still be at some advantage here.
yeah, Rywek was still.
Crystals and a back of pod ahead, basically.
Yeah. Rywek will still have the advantage. Part of that being thanks to the fact that he was able to do Eastern and Palace of Darkness together with that mirror, as opposed to Linlinlin, who did Eastern early on. There's the crystal pickup for Linlinlin, and it does look like Linlinlin will get the crystal first, but he still has 3 items left in this Palace of Darkness that he needs to claim, as Rywek is done with this Thieves Town. Hopefully we can find out what that Sighead had.
And Lin knows. We just didn't see it. And Ryan also has to do a bit of age about gas checks. He just went straight from Sea House to Thieves Town, so that would be a bit in the advantage of Linlinlin because he has already checked that, so they're going to be pretty even.
I like a nice close game here. Game number 1 of this best of 3 series. Winners finals for Group AF. The last 4 to be named during that unveiling we had now 2 weeks ago.
Now the next decision for both is going to be: do I dip abandoned dungeon? Do I go to the mountain? And we have yet to see the shovel item that Rywek picked up in pod earlier.
There's the shield. That's item number 3 for Linlinlin. We'll get the last remaining items coming up here in just a moment as Rywek gets ready to check Stumpy, K45, and that aforementioned shovel. Starting to get close to where we're going to start seeing some more green 20s as Rywek now gets to row number 2 of the heart containers. That's heart container number 11. Now the quick swap there to the mirror is a real good thing. And 20 rupees from the shovel, so nothing there. And I think it's time for us to go up to the mountain. Yes, it is.
Yeah, Lin going to the mountain. So this will
Rywek
be
right
a
behind
pretty
him.
easy Paradise Cave for 7 checks, and there's Power Cave, there's Hera, Critical Rock, and everything. Lin still hasn't checked Lumberjack, so he's going to do that first.
Yeah, this is where we're going to actually see Rywek still has a very smidgen of a lead here as he's first to lift up the rock and head up here to the mountain as Linlinlin now dashes his way on over. No, actually, I think it may have, if we actually had the time synced up, then maybe it would have been Linlinlin first to the mountain, I think.
Oh, yeah.
Wow, I haven't even noticed how out of sync this was.
See, they still don't have Hocha, so yeah, they will have to go the only way to the Mountain Ace is going to be by the top. So they're going to check Spectacle Rock. They're going to do Hera, which is a crystal, which is good. Another one down the drain. And this would
What was
be...
that?
I didn't see it.
Yeah, I didn't even see that either.
He went too fast.
Well, apparently it wasn't anything important. Oh,
Red
Red
Rupee.
Rupee. Yeah, nothing good. We're going right here into the Tower of Hera. 2 items inside, and we don't even have the hook shot to do Hera pot.
Yep. So this will be their 5th crystal for both of them.
And guess what? We're taking a break.
Oh, La Highwood loves this break. In French, they say it's the Highwood break, basically. And then just going, no, I'm not doing that.
Maybe I can find the hook shot over here on the right-hand side, so that way I can do Hera pot.
It's an interesting choice. I just hope for him that hook shot isn't in Hera, because that would be very feels bad. But there's still a very good chance that Lin can find that hook shot without the Tower of Hera. So let's see here. And that room is so long that Lin had the time to do Spiral Cave.
Green Rupee and Spiral Cave. We have not seen an item inside of the Tower of Hera. It was map and a small key that we had found.
No, Highway isn't still in pause, but someone is trying to sync up the 2 streams. Unfortunately now, Lin is in advance. But we're going to get it right. Just be with it for a bit.
Hey, green 20. Yo, that jump. All right.
This is an individual wonder job now.
All right. Well, at least we're now back to where we need to be. Heart piece right there. We're gonna go ahead and do the bomb jump. See what we have inside the big chest. Is that our second item? Well, it is, but it is just a red rupee, so no.
Alright, so Tower of Hera was empty, except that crystal, so whenever Link decides to do it, if he does it after the hook shot, I mean, it's going to be good for him.
Well, he's going to go right back for it right now, so... Looks like based on that unfortunate luck right there, Linlinlin, based on the walk back here, is just going to have to stomach up the time loss.
Yep, I can't blame him. There's not a lot of good checks left, and he checked the big density on the mountain, no hook shot, nothing really good in items, so yeah.
Although somebody is bringing up a possibility here that Linlinlin, after he's done with the trip over here to Hera, might be able to do Spike Cave.
Yeah, there should be natural progression here.
And we haven't seen Spike Cave be important at all in this tournament, right?
Personally, not.
And there's the big key for Linlinlin as Rywek gets ready to head on over to Paradox. Did we see anything of importance besides what apparently was the Ether Medallion in that Paradox?
Nothing. Just a big anti-paradox, and I believe chat is correcting us that Aether was on Sick Kid. We just didn't see it because Lin had some frame drops when he did it, and Highway never did it.
Okay, well, that would explain that right there. And just bear in mind that the reason why we didn't get the Ether for Linlinlin was that we had a frame dropped area there where Linlinlin ended up going towards the secured area after doing the southern port into northern part of Kakariko Village, and we never got to see it. So Rywek now done with that part of the Death Mountain, but it's going to be checking our Spike Cave coming up as Linlinlin then takes a drop.
Very dangerous fight.
Yeah.
Careful not to drop.
Moldorm not playing nice right now with Linlinlin. Spike Cave coming up, friends. Maybe.
Good spin there, so... And Rywek doing us some flame dodge. Oh, he's back just for the end of Spike Cave. So let's see what it is.
Here we go.
2 rupees.
It's 20 rupees. No. There's the
Alright, so Swamp Brick?
Swamp Palace. Pyramid. Catfish.
Well, if it's going this way, I guess Rywek is going to Swamp.
Those are our remaining possibilities in this seed.
Where is he going? He's going to Pyramid this way? No! Oh no, yeah, forget what I said. I was suggesting that Rywek flute to 5, but he doesn't have the flute, so this is a correct route. My bad.
Alrighty, so the question is where the Titans met, as both runners seem to be trying to put off the journey into Swamp Palace. 20 rupees right there. Linlinlin going to see what's at the shovel and be very, very disappointed that it's a 20 rupee.
Yep. After that, he's likely to take the same warp that Rywek did, and I can't wait to see which of the hearts he chooses. Does he go south? Does he go north?
Alrighty, so Linlinlin now heading back to the portal, and we're gonna find out, is the answer going to be either in Swamp Palace or by way of Swamp Palace? That's going to be the big answer coming up here in just a moment. But no, wait, there's more. We haven't seen Zora yet.
Yep.
Bug catching that, that's a no.
Why would the catfish have a bug catching net?
He took it from somebody trying to catch fish.
I guess, yeah. So they're both going for the same thing. And Lin hasn't done Waterfall either.
Bottle. It's in Swamp Palace. Oh, the pendant dungeon that both of these runners have been putting off seems to be the answer to our problems.
Hootless Swamp. We'd love to see it. At least they have the Chain of Samaria, so no, they can't even dive her down. Because
yeah, you can't dive her down without being able to hook that key.
So yeah, that's just annoying, but they know that it will be last occasion for both of them.
Oh, Agina. We haven't seen Agina either.
That's true.
Spear one Agina, you don't feel good with yourself if Agina has something.
But no book, no flute. It's a bit hard to justify going to Agina. If I was here, you just do it after Swamp.
Alrighty. You know, these tournament seeds have been nutty. We still have another week of this in the group stage.
So Zora, the new bottle vendor.
Blue Rupee, the first of the items here instead of Swamp Palace, as Linlinlin now
Just 5 items
is
left.
almost resolved to the idea that he's going to have to go to Swamp, I guess, at this point.
Yeah. Like Rywek, he only has a Dino left. Well, Rywek also has a kid, but we know what is a kid. And just hope for Rywek that he doesn't need that Aether because he was in perfect position to grab it earlier and he did not.
He's had multiple opportunities to do so. Yeah, Pendant Swamp, you don't feel good with yourself. Especially when the logic gave you the flippers for the lamp earlier. So you think that may have been the only need that you needed for the, or the only thing you needed the flippers for.
Well, it doesn't mean a lot. But yeah. Second item is a piece of heart, so we're going left side.
Yeah, and we're gonna have to do this the slow and agonizing way. You hate to hear that music. The painful pendant dungeon music.
It's a relaxing one. I like it.
Maybe relaxing, but not for these two runners. At this point, you're thinking, why is the item in my dungeon?
Well, it's pretty good. If I don't know if one of them thinks he has the execution advantage on the other, but if you think you have an execution advantage, and this is a last location swamp like this, then I think you feel good.
All right, left side swamp coming up. 2 potential chests to open up. Here we go. Choice number 1. There they are. The bits are in swamp.
Yeah, he's going to check the second chest because we're right there.
Because you feel real bad if you end up leaving this dungeon, and that's the hook shot.
Yeah. I mean, you're right there. Coming back would be a huge time loss, so yeah, just go check it right now. And with the myths, that's a lot that opens up. We can go and do Dark Dot Mountain, although it's just 3 items, so it's not really interesting.
And nothing there, but Rywek is done. So
what does myths even open up? Like ice?
Myths open up Ice Palace. It opens up Super Bonnie Cave. And opens up the Breadsmith Chain. And that's all.
And Total Rock, I guess. Maybe Total Rock.
Oh, but that's where that Ether medallion could come into play.
Yeah, that could be scary. If Rywek doesn't do Sid Kid, if he thinks he did it already, that's going to hurt. Where's Lin going? Yeah, alright. Goes in the right door.
Linlinlin about to pick up the Titan's Mid coming up in just a moment over here on left side swamp. Rywek heading over here to Turtle Rock, and this is one of the junctures of this race. And it's Ether!
Oh my god, this is not good for Rywek. I know he hopes to get Ether right here, right now, but he won't because it's at Sick Kid. But if he gets the fruit, he can still get around to doing Sick Kid and at least some other progression checks. So let's see.
There's the hook shot.
Yeah, good. That's one of. I mean, at this point, you expect to find a hook shot on your way. So that's good. That's more chests in the hookshot cave right next door.
So Rywek going in here to the hookshot cave. See what we have in here. For all we know, Linlinlin could just be a flute away from go mode.
Yep.
And Rywek's starting location here.
Not sure what to do.
Not sure where to go at this point. Doesn't know if he wants to do the Breadsmith Chain or go to Ice Palace, and it looks like he is going to pick Ice Palace here.
He loves Ice Palace, so. But yeah, not a bad choice. How many items did we get in Swamp? Yeah, we almost got we got 4 items. There's only 2 left. So I guess Ice is more interesting than finishing Swamp.
And then inside of this Turtle Rock, being able to do a crystal dungeon that you need to do in order to finish it.
Yep. So 5 items, 6 with the Mimic Cave. So that's going to be very interesting. If he finds the flute there, I'd say it's done. But there's still room. Until we're in go mode, we never know.
I mean, maybe if Rywek finds something deep inside of this Ice Palace. Who knows?
Well, at some point, Lin will also run out of checks because myths did not unlock a lot. No, it's a bit annoying that he's doing. I mean, in hindsight, it's annoying that he's doing Turtle Rock before getting the hookshot, but that was the correct route. He'll just get a hookshot after Turtle Rock.
There is the flute. And Linlinlin is immediately saving and quitting because he wants to see if he's got the medallion needed for Misery Mire before going any further in this seed.
Yeah, that's good. Maybe except if the medallion isn't Turtle Rock, but even then, it's just a mountain time loss. And there's big chances that he already has the Maya medallion.
Yeah, that's a possibility. If it's Quake, then this race is still on. But again, Linlinlin wants to find out the answer to this question at this point, because if he can get into Misery Mire right now, that changes how he plays out this Turtle Rock. That changes how he wants to play out the remainder of this seed.
Well, if he has a medallion for Maya, it's basically not even a loss of time because he will do Turtle Rock as his last crystal. And
yeah.
Even if he did not, he would climb the mountain and walk to the Dark World by Turtle Rock. So,
and here we go. Linlinlin about to give us the big information. Doesn't have the hookshot, he may not necessarily need it. But it's going to be Quake. We're not in go mode yet.
Okay, yeah, there's still a game for Rywek then. But he's not finding Quake either right now.
What is it under the doorstep? 70 rupees inside of Meyer's shed.
Yeah, probably going to check dessert with Ledge first. Well, now it's very annoying for Lin because Quake can be in Turtle Rock. We only saw, I think, 1 item from Turtle Rock, so there's still 5 left with Mimic Cave. And he hasn't even done Spore Bunny and Hookshot Cave, so that's 3 items he know he can do, but he hasn't done. He skipped them. And with the Hookshot, well, that's even 3 more.
Magic Cape turns out to be the result of that pendant Dice Palace. You know, the worst thing is, it could be in the back of Swamp Palace.
Oh yeah, you could need to return to Swamp. With only 2 items in the back, it's it's not a good to feels good moment. Let's see what Rywek chooses.
Yeah, this is going to be interesting to see what he chooses to do. Oh, is he going back in the portal to check the remaining checks of Swamp Palace? Item number 2, and also by proxy, item number 3 with a green pendant is going to be on the Lambo.
Yeah. That doesn't feel good. He's going to at least go to checkerboard now. Let's see what he decides after. Rywek heading straight on to...
And there it is, under the doorstep, and at 1 hour, 4 minutes, and 18 seconds, Linlinlin, even without that hook shot, is in go mode.
Yeah. So I don't think Rywek is coming back from this. Even if he remembers about Sick Kid after doing back of Swamp.
Yeah. This is too far back at this point.
Yeah. So, by the way, do you think Lin will get the hook shot? Like, at all?
I don't think he has any reason to check Super Bunny at all at this point.
Yeah, me neither. Just hope that his hover will go better than the small try he did in Pod. But this should be Lin's game right now.
Yeah, that's just Linlin's game to lose this time, especially with Rywek diving into another pendant dungeon, and now we know that it's going to come up empty.
Okay, yeah, Rywek did the key dash there, good.
And it's amazing. One check changed this race around, and that's been the theme of a lot of this tournament. One check makes the difference between a win and a loss. So, Linlinlin, go ahead, I'm sorry.
Is this the last item of Swamp, or did I miscount? Or maybe he just wants to go pedestal at this point?
I think at this point in time, because he doesn't know where the ether could very well be on the pedestal in his eyes. He wants to finish this out instead of mirroring out of here in case that pedestal is needed. If only we had a book to actually let us know what was on that pedestal.
Yeah, dash into the rail. Good job.
So I'm not necessarily well versed on that. How does that work?
I cannot explain how this works. I can do it. I can tell you how to do it, but not how it works. It's some kind of door shenanigans.
It has to do with your positioning on the screen, right?
Yeah, a bit. So you go against the rail, you press up, like for a frame or something, and then you go dash and left at the same time, and you'll just dash down through the rail. Because you'll be like partly inside the door. It's a bit similar to how you do Icebreaker.
Yeah, that's what I was going to say. It's similar to that in theory. Looks like Rywek's getting ready to do the breadsmith chain, and that's when he's going to get the bad news about Sick Kid.
If he checks it. He was right there earlier and did not check it, so that's what I'm worried about for Rywek. That he thinks it's already done. Oh, where is he going? Mirror? Okay, now he's checking it. But this is too late. This is too late.
Yeah, there's the ether for Rywek.
And the lag dashes from Lin. Lag. And it still needs to spin anyway. Yeah, getting a bit scary there, so using the blue potion. Ouch. This is not an optimal fight. Well, he was one hit from death, so I don't blame him from trying to go secure.
Yeah, it's better to play safe than to be ultra aggressive and then find yourself with a free pass back to start.
Yeah. But I just think the Birna way he tried to do it, maybe he just didn't have enough magic because he didn't have invincibility long enough to make a real difference on the small eyes.
So Linlinlin now done with this Misery Mire, goes back to Turtle Rock. Well, first we're going to load up on some potions because that was a scary vitreous fight, and we do not want to have this happen when we're up against the final stretch of this game.
Yep. And now we're going to bring the purple chest. I hope he goes back to Turtle Rock soon after that.
I think by that point, that's his only option.
Yeah.
Unless this turns out to be the book. It's not, thankfully. It's 10 arrows. And then blowing himself up twice.
Oh,
no, he's trying to
get to Agina. What? I wonder how we're done.
Oh, gosh.
But why Lin is going this way? Is this faster? Am I just bad at the game and this is faster than going the hookshot way?
Well, Linlinlin doesn't have the hook shot.
Oh, right. Sorry.
Remember that whole discussion about him skipping out Super Bunny?
Yeah. I just forgot that he didn't have the hook shot.
That's the unfortunate here thing for Linlinlin. He's going to have to take the slower path up to the mountain. But Rywek now back up in the mountain. He's got to go back into Turtle Rock. He's got nothing else left here.
Now Rywek also going to the mountain. This looks close, but it is not, since Rywek still has to do Misery Mire. And for that he will find the flute in Turtle Rock. And then, for either, it doesn't matter if he decides to complete it right there, or come back later, but he will need to do Misery Mire, which Lin has already done.
Yeah, for certain. And it's unfortunate, but Linlinlin made the right move. I mean, he checks the kid, and that was the one check that made the big difference in this race. Rywek just checked it 2 minutes ago. So Linlinlin's still looking to be undefeated here in Group AF. And the big thing here is to go undefeated means that you have a good chance of scoring a top seed in brackets. Again, we already know that Dancy has locked up the #1 seed for brackets with his 4-0 series ender there in Group AA. And then having a little bit of an issue. Oh, a little real big issue with the Pokey. And Rywek going to be... Oh, there's the death for Linlinlin. Back to start, but still a big mountain for Rywek to overcome at this point. As Rywek is about to get to this right chest, and Rywek getting into go mode at 1 hour 13:17. Well, not yet, not yet. We need the Quake for Misery Mire. But that's just around the door.
Yeah, that was in Checkable Cave, so he will feel bad, and then he will find it almost right away. Unless he does like Linlinlin and goes into Desert, which is also a good play, so it doesn't really matter.
If you're enjoying what you're seeing, be sure to give these two runners a follow. Both wonderful competitors here in the Link to the Past Randomizer community. Both of them have been long-standing members of the community as well. I know Rywek does some stuff to help out with the SpeedGaming French broadcast side.
Yeah, so I just look at the stats, and basically, if Linlinlin goes on a perfect streak here against Rywek, he's guaranteed the third bracket spot.
Who's number 2?
Number 2 was Gamachu, which also had a perfect streak, and his qualifier rank is 4.
Yes, because Arior ended up losing a match against Jay Misher, which took him out of consideration for the number 2 seed.
Yeah, the ranks 2, 3, and 5, they each lost at least one match. So
Dr. Mario can't even get a top 32 seed because he's coming from the bottom bracket if he's able to get into the round of 64.
Yep.
Also, game 2 for these runners coming up tomorrow morning at the same time, 9:40 a.m. Eastern. There's the key for Linlinlin. Now it's time to head on over to Trinex. Need to be a little careful with the health right here with the 4 hearts. We'll get another one coming up in this room here to put him at 5. So at least he's not in one-hit knockout mode here against Trinex. Still going to have to be careful in this fight. Does have the potions because we saw him buy them. But you don't want to leave those potions in your pocket.
Yeah, if you just get hit one time, you just pull out the potion. But if he does the fight correctly, he should not get hit. It looks good so far. Didn't go for the backdoor strat, but that's alright.
I think he wanted to play this one safe just like he did against Vitreous, knowing how low his health was. Wanted to make sure he keeps his bottles in use for the upcoming Ganon fight. There's the one hit, but it gets the final hit onto Trinex before he could sustain more damage.
Why does everyone face away from Trinex?
Why would you want to face towards him?
Because then you can just slash your sword and kill him on the head. You just slash on the head after the double spin, and he doesn't hit you like he did for Lin.
It's a pretty good reason. I mean, it's something that a lot of people do. I think they just don't want to poke him and have it not count for full damage. But I do see people throwing in some numbers in the chat. I guess we do have to talk about this because it's coming up. We have the Ganon's Tower Big Key game. Ninban, pick a number between 1 and 22. Tell me where you think this big key is going to be.
12.
You think it's going to be 12. All right, I'm going to go ahead and pick number 10 for this one. And for those in chat wondering why we're not activating the bot for this guessing game, well, the bot is down.
It broke. It's broken.
Sinek is trying to work on the bot, trying to figure out what's going on to that. Also, shout outs to the Sinek, who is doing a lot of hard work behind the scenes of the things that you see here on this tournament.
So yeah, Lil doesn't have the hookshot, so he still can do like all the basement anyway, with bomb jumps and hovers if he wants to. But it's a little bit slower, so I guess he's just going right first, since he doesn't have the hookshot. I don't know if that's his normal halt, but that's a valid reason to just do that. Well,
yeah, for sure.
No matter what.
Had to wait out that block because he knew if he activated that block, it wasn't going to hit that crystal switch. Good patience right there. And the big key and a small key over here. All right.
Don't even need a hookshot.
Grab that popcorn. We're going to be seeing some hover on Moldorm 2.
With some chance, maybe he thinks the hookshot. Maybe like there's a possibility the hookshot could be in the top of Ganon's tower. Well, maybe not with key logic, but with small key logic. But like, if you don't stop to think about that, but he's not looking for hookshot anyway.
Yo, and because we had the 5 being the number, we do have a 5 sub gift pack right there as well. So shout outs to those who ended up getting the gifted subs. Congratulations. So Rywek's going to be activating his flute. It's going to find out that the Misery Mire medallion is not necessarily one of the 2 that he has, and then he'll find out that the key to the door is once again under the doormat.
Yep. Lin taking a fall here. What a dangerous home. Totally not intentional.
So I know we've brought it up a few times over the course of this run. One check made the difference. One fork in the road. Sometimes that's what this game comes down to.
Nice fire hot starts for that Stalfos home. Right.
Nice splash damage there to the Staffos in the final room, and now it's time to see Lambo 2.
Let's see how it goes.
There's the Quake for Rywek. Now he's in true go mode.
Yeah, but he doesn't have to do desert right here, so that's a bit of time he's gaining on Lin, but never enough. It will never be enough for him to come back and win, unfortunately.
Linlinlin, who ended up opting to go to Eastern first, then South Stuff, then to Kakariko Village. Got that bottle before he made his first trip through the village.
Well, I still blame the highway because he was in Village of Outcast earlier with the bottle.
Right.
A single Mejor warp away from Sick Kid.
Right. Rywek had his opportunity to get Sick Kid checked out once he was back in the village there doing Thieves Town and the associated checks with the brewery and whatnot, but did not. And that is where this race ended up turning different once it turned out that Ether was required to get into Turtle Rock, and that contained the flute that got us towards our go mode. Again, one check made the difference in this race. All right, here we go. Linlinlin, Moldorm 2. Are we going to go the Moldorm bounce strats, or are we going to go with the quick hover strats? And here we go.
He's just going to hover.
He's going to, looks like he is going to make sure that Moldorm doesn't get him out of the way. Here we go, hover, fall down.
That's not a good start, but he still has a lot of time to get it right. So I'm not worried.
Round number 2 for Linlinlin. Gets over here to the left side and watches Moldorm, making sure he doesn't get in the way. Here we go. Halfway. No.
Well, it's not only watching. He also needs to switch his grip, most likely, because you don't hover with the same grip that you normally play the game.
And why is that?
Because it's a lot harder. You need to release the button for one single frame
And almost on attempt
at
number
a time.
3.
So.
How do you how would you suggest people grip the controller if they're listening to this?
Well, something like you have one hand holding the core of the controller with a finger on the D-pad for the direction you want to go.
And
then-
we got success.
Nice. So was that third try, fourth try?
4th try.
Nice. So just to complete my explanation real quick, after that there are better tutorials, like P-Twain has a great story on YouTube and stuff, but just the quick thing, then you have your other hand free, and you try to use 2 fingers on the A button. Just go back and forth real fast. Not necessarily real fast, you can do it slow, and it still works.
It's an orchestration that is really, really hard to get pulled off there. I can't do it myself, but then again, I don't have the patience for that. Especially in a high-pressure situation like this.
You need to practice. You can just YOLO it in a race.
I mean, shoutouts to Shady Force trying to do the Moldorm 2 bounce in the midst of a high-pressure situation. That was a game 2, and I believe he was down 1-0 in the series at that point.
That was impressive.
That there was a battle of wits. Finally got that pulled off. Took 30-some-odd bombs to get there, but, you know, you've got to remember that this right here, when you know that your runner could be right around the corner from you, it's not easy.
Yep. Rywek applying almost the same strat as Lin, but using the cape since he has it. And he... Ooh,
Oh, that's unfortunate.
yeah. He got knocked back right in the thunder. Linlinlin on Ganon, on phase 2 already. So this is going good for him.
Yeah, he's going to go ahead and use the potion down to 2 hearts.
Yeah, I think he tanked the hit on purpose just to use the potion right after.
Yeah, because that knockback is going to only push you into that wall, and that's right exactly where you are anyway, so...
Yeah, just do the second phase on one cycle.
Alright, phase 3 for Linlinlin, and we spin to win. 12 spins to dispatch of Ganon, create some bacon, and get yourself to 3-0 in groups.
Yep. So does he go for the... Yeah, he goes for the very first spin. Gets it, nice.
Yeah.
And he waits for the lamp.
Oh, that was close there, but I mean, he's comfortable standing right there, then have at it.
Yep.
3 spins so far, bottom right, bottom left corner. Switches over to the fire rod. That's 4, and we're 5
now
in.
he's going for cape spins.
There's
So
the
3
6. Nice triple
cycle.
there, and we're at 7. Here we go to 8. Spin number 9 coming up right here, and this should be the last cycle. If we get the triple, doesn't get it there, so we're gonna have to go one more cycle with the fire rod. So that's 11, and this will be the final in 12, and Linlinlin has taken care of Ganon and is going to 3-0 in groups. Chance to score a top 3 seed, still alive for Linlinlin.
Yep, GG to Linlinlin. He finishes with an official haste time GG time of... Wait, I need to find it. Of 1:27 minutes and 11 seconds.
And that's
Rywek
right there.
immediately forfeits as well.
Yeah, Rywek pretty much knew his seal was fate, or his fate was sealed at that point. Let's get both of these in here. Let's talk about this. And first of all, let's go ahead and welcome in our race winner, Linlinlin. GG's.
GG's.
And also, as he just speaks himself out right there, let's go ahead and welcome in our second place finisher of this race, Rywek.
Oh, hi there.
GG's.
Oh, yeah, right. No.
Seriously, all things aside, this race came down to one thing.
Oh, don't say it. Don't say it. Sick it. I know.
Sick kid. Yeah. That was the big change right there. Once we found out that Ether was going to be required for Turtle Rock, that kind of pushed things right into Linlinlin's advantage. And does Linlinlin know where the hook shot was?
I was told it's in Super Bunny Cave.
Good old Super Bunny right around the corner. But congratulations on getting the hover the fourth try.
Yeah, thanks. I was kind of annoyed with my execution overall. Not gonna lie, like that death in TR. That Vitreous was kind of awful. Let's be honest.
I feel you. I feel you so bad because I died to Mothula, and when I found that Tempered Sword in Blind Cell afterwards, I was so irritated that I just went into autopilot. I was supposed to go check Sick Kid afterwards, and just like because of my frustration, I just went to autopilot and forgot Sick Kid and decided I'm gonna leave it forever.
And unfortunately, he had something that you needed for this seed.
Yeah. The thing is, like, I know I was late to boots, so I was late to the myths as well. Like, it kind of added up. It kind of added up.
Yeah.
So, like, after I got the flute, it was kind of a reflex, like, hey, I might be in go mode, and I saved and quit, like, instantly, and I was like, oh, maybe I need Quake. I should have finished TR. And then when it was Quake, I was like, no, don't do this to me. And it was just sitting in checkerboard. I was like, okay.
The key underneath the doormat, which of course you went through desert to be able to try to find it there. Did you feel like you were behind when you found that Quake, Linlinlin?
I mean, like I said, like since I was late to boots, I was slow in the overall like clear before going to swamp. It's kind of hard to commit to swamp so early, I feel like.
Agreed.
By the time that you two ended up going there, we knew that the mids had to be there. The only question was, where was it going to be? Good old left side swamp without the hook shot.
And then, yeah, like I had 2 medallions, Ice Rod, Fire Rod, and Gain. Like, the obvious place, just go check the tier medallion. Like, if it's Quake, then, well.
Yeah. It's just a logical place here. That's what you do.
But if it's not, then yeah, you're gonna have to go. I mean, that's what you went on the mountain to begin with. You wanted to go to TR to look for the flute, because like at this point, the mid check are not worth it. Like Smith and Ice Palace, you don't really want to do them, and like you have a potentially full curable Turtle Rock, so might as well go. Even though the climb is kind of slow, especially with the mirror.
Anyway,
so
I think we also have a French interview to do. So when you
we'll go ahead and wrap this up real fast here. So Linlinlin, one more question here. You're 3-0 in groups. At a win tomorrow in game number 2 against U2 will cement you to be the number 3 seed. How do you feel like that's going to be important going into tomorrow's match, or are you just going to play and let the chips go where they lie?
I mean, yeah, I do. I mean, for sure, I kind of want to get it, that number 3 seeds, but with how the matchups are being dealt with, I feel like that's not that big of a deal. I mean, I guess the highest seeds are gonna like face people that I won't say struggled, but like the people that they struggled a little bit to qualify to the bracket. So I guess that's an advantage on the edges. But if you're in the middle of the pack, I don't think that matters a lot.
Yeah, that's true. It's gonna be a dogfight in the brackets no matter what, and you're now 1 win away from making it into brackets as it is. So, Rywek, what are you going to do differently in game number 2, at least that you can mention right now?
Don't rush don't rush swamp, please.
Rush Swamp for sure. But I'm not gonna change my thing anymore. I just won't let myself get frustrated with myself because that's what it was. It was distraction and autopilot. I have to stay focused. It's about focus. But I know last time I was against my last opponent. Like the one thing I said on the Saturday when I lost the first round was next time, Linlinlin, I will get you. So tomorrow morning, come back. I'm gonna kick your butt.
Would you like to go for a rebuttal to that there, Linlinlin?
I mean, we'll see. I'm not. I mean, I like banter for sure, but we'll see. We'll see.
Go do your interview on Francais, and we'll go ahead and wrap things up. Ninban, anything you want to say real fast?
Good luck to both of you tomorrow. I won't be able to watch it, but I stay focused on the results.
All right,
I
thanks.
want to see how it comes down, and maybe see a third match. Maybe I'll be able to watch it. So, so that's what I'm hoping for. But yeah, go do your thing, and good luck to you both.
Ladies and gentlemen, Linlinlin and Rywek, thank you, and GG's to both of you. All right, well, we got plenty more races coming up here on the Link to the Past Randomizer tournament over the course of this Saturday, including a couple of matches that are currently in progress right now. If you turn on over to SpeedGaming 1, we have Top Life versus Zelga Disan that's going on over here. On SpeedGaming 1, also the Super 16 coming up this afternoon over on SpeedGaming 1. 16 of your favorite Super Nintendo games with short goals, and going to be a fun race over there on SpeedGaming 1 beginning at 12 noon. Let me just go ahead and pull up the schedule, why don't I? Because we also have a match going on an ALTTP randomizer right now as well. As I try to pull up that information, see what's going on.
I'm trying to speed on you.
What's that?
I'm trying to speed on you. Yeah, it seems that at 10:10 a.m., SpeedGaming Zelga Disan vs Top Life started a while ago. It's just on 1 hour in, so interesting. And in 1 hour at 12:10 p.m. on this very channel will be Trank vs Madcap. Yeah, I don't know why you're saying ALTTP Randomizer. I only see
that race
tonight.
Ended up getting canceled, unfortunately. So that's what ended up going on with that. So coming up here on SpeedGaming 3, coming up in 50 minutes from now, we have Trank versus Madcap. That's going to be a game 2. That should be fun. Also, some other races that are going on in the background as well. A little bit later on, we're going to have Shiva Hayes versus Ganon's Gone Wild over on ALTTP Randomizer. And then to wrap things up for the evening, we're going to have Brewers fan JP versus Locke. And they had a very interesting ladder race together, I hear, yesterday.
Nice and close, I think.
Yeah, nice and close. Getting ourselves ready to go for what's going to be a real exciting Game 2 of that Best of 3 series. Finally, and Tracy's going to have the call over on SpeedGaming for that. Let's go ahead and wrap things up. Shout out to Iceman F1 for doing the button pressing for us. And shout out to the crew at SpeedGaming for getting this on the air. And Ninban's been fun.
Yeah, it's been fun, Rick. Thank you very much for the commentary opportunity. And see you later.
Absolutely. We'll see you coming up in 50 minutes for the next Link to the Past randomizer here on SpeedGaming 3. Until then, have a great day.